You know, when I started these October specials, I didn't really expect them to be as popular as they are. Especially with this one in particular, because of course, thanks to Rev Nation, everyone and their mother wants me to review a UKARMs. Well, believe me, I have reviewed UKARMs in the past, and I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them, I fucking hate them, I fucking hate them, I fucking hate them! But there are some that present interesting ideas. When I reviewed the UKARMs RPG, I was actually pleasantly surprised at the idea they presented. A spring-powered RPG that could be just, that'd be like the Nerf bazookas that we actually see, which are massive spring-powered that launch rockets farther than anything else. That idea was really good. Or the UKARMs revolver, which takes the concept, which presents an idea that we could actually use, and I wish other companies would do, such as G&G behind me, who I wish they would actually make decent, if not good, spring-powered revolvers that had full metal bodies, that actually house powerful springs, because the internal design of the UKARMs revolver is essentially the same thing as the Nerf the Nerf revolver, essentially, the one that's like a single action of sorts. But Jesus Christ, UKARMs has a catalog of shit. And this one's no different, folks. Second fucking review in this goddamn series, and we're reviewing a 1911 from UKARMs. Not just a 1911, apparently a G13 zinc alloy shell. Jesus fucking Christ. I love me a 1911, but how the fuck did they fuck this up? I mean, seriously, how could they fuck up a 1911? How, I ask you, how? How could they not fuck up a 1911? How this is a glorious baby!
Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice, how could you? Fool me 3 times, you're officially that guy, okay? You know the one. You go to the bar, he's like, this suit is officially is a Giorgio Armani. Ask my dad knows him. Fuck you! I ain't having that shit!
You of course get the cease and desist order, we don't care about that. You get a bag of BBs, we don't care about that. It's encased in plastic, we don't care about that. What we care about is what's in this, because holy fucking shit! Yes! Yes! This is how you get on my good side! This is how you make me not hate your company! Yes!
Well, we're waiting. On with it! Yes! Get on with it! Get on with it!
If you're wondering why I'm happy, just... oh, baby. This is how you make me your best friend.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Folks, it's a pink 1911. Okay, here's the thing, folks. I like pink. In particular, I love pink guns. The first pink gun I have is, of course, the G&G Femme Fatale. I love it because, well, it's fucking hilarious to shoot someone with a pink gun. And pink is, honestly, a really good color because, of course, the pink gumballs that are always the tastiest. Fight me in the comments section, I swear to fucking God, the pink gumballs are the best gumballs. Swear to God. But, if you want me to be your best friend, make a pink gun. I don't care if it's the cheapest fucking made plastic ever. You have me as your best friend if you make a pink gun. Okay? And it's a 1911. That's another perk. But in all seriousness, though, let me just go ahead and get off my cloud 9 and go ahead and say the reason I'm excited for this pink gun is because Tokyo Marui had just announced that they are releasing their pink 1911s from, of course, Gun Gal line. And besides Pichan, the pink P90, we now have the pink 1911s with the integrated laser light, what have you, all that good jazz. But the whole thing is zinc alloy. It doesn't have an active safety, it's not slide locked, the hammer doesn't move, it's all one big metal shell with a plastic barrel on the outside. And the metal is splitting, which is never a good sign, but you know what? I'm probably never going to use it that much, so fuck you. It comes with black grips, black this, the magazine, which actually looks like it doesn't work with the other 1911s that I have, so fuck that. But I'm going to go ahead and just nitpick. That's not a 45 ACP ejection port. Even a knockoff 1911 from Crossman knows that the 45 ACP ejection port's bigger than that. Let's compare, shall we? That looks more like a 38 AC. That looks like a 380, or at least I want to say 9mm. But no, that's not anything. And even the size comparison of the two 1911s The thing is smaller in comparison when put side by side. Like, it is legitimately smaller in comparison in terms of diameter, all that good fucking jazz. But we don't care because it's pink. I love me pink. I love a pink gun. Either way, though, the whole thing is metal, except of course the magazine and the grips and the trigger, which doesn't go backwards. It actually goes upwards like a 9mm, or at least other handguns that are not 45 ACP. The magazine releases where you would find it. All that good fucking jazz. You know what? I'm just going to be gushing over this for a while, and I'm probably going to go ahead and nitpick it at the second half. So let's just go ahead and just get to the chrono, shall we? Alright, we got this thing loaded up with Crossman .2 BBs. Let me check and see if... Nope, they're not falling out of the barrels. Let me grab the chronograph here. And let's see what the FPS ratings are on this. Now, it being a full metal gun, I expect them to be a little high because, of course, they could put a higher power spring in it. And then again, this is UKARMs, so I'm not holding my breath. 192! Holy shit, I was right. It's actually a hell of a lot better than most UKARMs guns. 192! 193. Oh, it jumped up. That is splitting. That's not a good thing. 192. We got one more. $193. So between 192 and 193, which is honestly not that bad. That's actually some pretty decent FPS. Supposedly 86 feet. We will test that. So, let's get this thing loaded up with .2 BBs and let's see how far it actually shoots, shall we?
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
To compete, you've got to be strong. To win, you've got to be smart. Maybe you can be one of us, the few, the proud, the Marines.
You know, it isn't easy fighting a war, especially with antiquated weapons and equipment. But you know what? You guys can help. Because if you donate $1 to the PayPal, it helps the war effort by helping equipping us boys on the front line with better equipment, better weapons, and things that's going to help us be alive and bring mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, husbands and wives homes to you. So, help out the war effort by donating $1 so we can upgrade from the Vietnam and Grenada era to the modern era. Because remember, $1 in the PayPal is $1 towards equipping your boys and girls on the front lines with things that's going to keep them alive. Now if you excuse me, I got patrol to continue.
Back to G.I. Joe.
Here we are once again at the highest point possible at about 100 feet, roughly. And we're going to see how this thing does and whether or not it'll hit the broadside of a barn. So, let's have a nice, clean listen, shall we? Well, I made it past the 50-foot point, so I'm going to say about roughly 80 feet, but we'll test that. Here we are at the 90-foot mark. Let's see if it'll hit. No, it won't. So, let's get a little closer, shall we? Here we are past the 80-foot mark. Will it hit? Almost. A little closer. Here we are at the 60-foot mark. Will it hit? A little closer. We got 3 more shots. A little closer. Here we are at the 50-foot mark. Will it hit? Yes. And walking back a little further away, let's say 55 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now let's walk back a little further on the last shot. Let's walk about 5 more feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 feet. Okay, so it's a little inconsistent in terms of the footage, in terms of FPS that we just saw right there. But I can safely say that the max distance this thing actually has is right around roughly 60 or 70 feet, depending on conditions. Right now it's a little stormy and a little windy, so the winds may have helped out with some of the BBs actually carrying on the wind. So in reality, in calm weather, it may be a little better in terms of, well, you get what I'm trying to say. Either way, though, let's get back inside and give the final verdict on this thing, shall we? I make it no secret I like pink guns, and this one kind of just swayed me a bit, but in terms of performance and everything else, it's definitely interesting. In terms of performance, it's not bad. I mean, believe me, I've reviewed worse. I really have. I mean, just look back at all the October specials I've done on these damn things, on the worst guns on the internet that you can buy. But this one is interesting in the aspect that it knows it's bad and it's just having fun with it. This is something I wish was actually an airsoft. I would honestly love, if they made a pink gas blowback 1911 in CO2, I'd beg the hell out of Apex, aka Tony, the channel's financial guy, to basically get me a gas blowback pink 1911. Simply because I would rock it with my pink M4 and I would have a ball with it. I really would. Hell, I'd slap on some pink Magpul grips on there just for extra fun. And this is the kind of gun you'd buy just for fun. I mean, the price tag of it is not bad, under $15, and last I checked, I do believe they were still under that price tag. If they did increase, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be pissed if that is. But in terms of what it is, it's just a gun having fun with itself. That's all it is. That's all it ever is, and that's what I think it is. But in terms of everything else, I wish they gave us a working safety. I wish they actually put better care into this. Then again, it's UKARMs. Who the fuck cares? In terms of everything else, it's a decent gun. It's what it is. It's a decent gun. And for that, I give it no more, no less than a 6 out of 10. Above average. It's an above average gun because it's pink. But at the same time, it's hard to explain. The best thing I can say, and I can't believe I'm saying this in an October special, where I usually say don't buy these fucking guns. Grab a G30, grab a pink 1911 for yourself, and you decide whether or not you like it or not, or you can get your money back. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and there's still more guns to come, and Guns of Insanity! Till next time.